Throwaway for obvious reasons. My brother knows my main. My older brother, Evan, is 29. I'm 26. We grew up extremely close, mostly because our parents worked nights, and Evan basically raised me from ages 7 to 14. He cooked, he helped with homework, all of that. Honestly, he's the most responsible, level-headed person I know. Except for one strange thing. He absolutely refuses to sleep in the dark. I'm not talking, oh, he likes a nightlight. No, he sleeps with every damn light in his apartment on. Hallway, kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom. Once, when I crashed on his couch after a breakup, I tried turning off the hallway light and he freaked out like I'd pulled a gun on him. He never explained it. If you asked, he'd just say, I don't do the dark, and change the subject. I always assumed it was childhood trauma he wasn't ready to talk about. I really wish that was the truth. 3 months ago, Evan called me around 11 p.m. His voice was weird, shaky but trying not to be. He asked if he could come over because something was wrong with the lights in his building. I told him sure, but then he said something that stuck with me. Don't let me fall asleep, okay? Just talk to me or something. Who says that? He came over, pale as hell, like he'd run a marathon. The first thing he did was turn on the lights in my living room, bathroom, and even the hallway outside my apartment. He stayed until sunrise and wouldn't explain anything. The next morning he acted totally normal, thanked me, and left. I decided I was done being in the dark, literally, about whatever was going on. It took weeks of nagging, bribing him with dinners, and one drunken game of truth or drink for him to finally tell me the story. It started when he was 16, and I was 13. Apparently, back then, he tried to go to sleep with the lights off for the first time in months. He'd been having nightmares about shadows in the corner of his room, but he thought it was just stress. That night, he woke up to the feeling of someone sitting on the edge of his bed. He thought it was me or our mom. But then he realized he couldn't move. Sleep paralysis, right? Except he swears. He felt fingers touch his ankle, cold fingers, and he could hear breathing next to his ear, slow and rattling. Something whispered, not yet. Then the pressure lifted, and he could move. He launched out of bed, turned on every light in the room, and stayed awake until morning. He told our mother. She dismissed it as teenage hormones and anxiety. But it kept happening. Always whenever he slept, in complete darkness. Always with that same phrase, not yet. He said he tried to record it once, audio only, but the recording corrupted. The next morning his phone battery had drained to 0, even though it was fully charged when he set it up. He tried again when he was 20, using a cheap camcorder he bought off Craigslist. He left it recording while he slept. At around 3 a.m., the footage goes pitch black except for a faint shape, a human-shaped shadow, standing by his bed. Evan wasn't asleep, he was paralyzed. You can hear his breathing change. Then the audio picks up the same whisper, almost. Evan destroyed the tape. That was the last time he ever slept without lights. I thought he was just traumatized and that his brain was creating patterns where there were none, until last week. My apartment had a scheduled power outage, totally routine. I forgot about it until everything went black around 1:30 a.m. I wasn't scared. Why would I be? But not even 5 seconds after the lights cut, there was a soft noise from the corner of my bedroom. The kind of noise you don't notice unless the room is dead silent, a sound like someone shifting their weight on the floorboards. I told myself it was nothing, just the building settling. Then something whispered, so faintly I thought I dreamed it. One more. I turned my phone flashlight on so fast I nearly threw it. Nothing was there, nothing was ever there, but I couldn't sleep the rest of the night. I haven't told Evan. I don't want him to think it's his fault, but I don't know what to do. He lived with this thing, or this delusion if that's what it is, for over a decade without it following anyone else. Why did it talk to me? What does one more mean? Why did it wait until the power was out? I haven't slept in the dark since. I feel ridiculous. I'm a grown adult sleeping with every light on. But the second the room gets dark, I get this awful pressure in my chest, like something is waiting. I'm posting this because I honestly just needed to say it somewhere. I'm scared to bring it up to anyone else because they'll think I'm losing it. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what it wants. But I'm terrified we're running out of whatever time it's counting down.